Hello Cancer, happy birthday. Welcome to your reading for July. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. It is hilarious that you have retrograde because we have Pluto, Neptune, Saturn and Jupiter all in retrograde right now for a while. That's insane. Okay, I'm going to be pulling a Celtic cross for you today, but I'm starting off with a couple of star codes. Oh, who had this? Aries had the exact same cards. So you may have Aries heavily in your chart, or you may be dealing with an Aries. Now, considering we have 10th house authority, the 10th house is ruled by Capricorn, and which in turn is ruled by Saturn, which, like I said, is in retrograde from June to October in the sign of Aquarius. It is possible that you are questioning your career path, not questioning in a bad way. You are reviewing what it is that you've been doing for work all this while, and you're setting your intentions for the future. You're climbing the ladder to success, and you're almost asking yourself what it is, what beliefs that you need to leave behind in order to achieve this success, in order to reach this apex, so to speak. With Saturn being in retrograde, now Saturn is an outer planet. It doesn't affect us as sharply or as quickly as let's say a Mercury retrograde does. Saturn, like I've been saying in most of these readings, is Saturn retrograde is like a slow burn. All right, it teaches you lessons at a slow pace and makes sure that you retain that information. So whatever it is that you are reviewing, you may also be reviewing a relationship. You may be reviewing a relationship that you may have had with a very stoic person, a very Saturnian energy. So we will see once we pull your tarot, but I almost feel like you are restructuring how you want to be seen in the world, because the 10th house not only talks about your career, it talks about your public image. It talks about the kind of authority you present, you exude in your public life, in your social life. So let's see. Let's see what is at the heart of your reading. We have the 7 of Swords and we have the 10 of Swords. Goodness me, what are you going through, Cancer? This is a sense of betrayal. It is a sense of pain that you are holding on to. So during this review, it is very natural for us to go through the good and the bad, to experience the good and the bad emotions all over again like we had in the past. That is the point of a retrograde, because the planet is moving backwards on the same axis as it was earlier, previously, right? So you're feeling those same emotions over and over again. With the 7 of Swords, it is possible that there was a sense of abandonment. Someone may have walked out of a relationship. It is possible that with the 10 of Swords, there was a lot of pain that was attached to it. You see how heartbreaking this card is. This person has 10 swords in his back, and there's a person holding another sword. So forget helping this other person. This person wants to cause more pain. I feel like there was a constant series of painful situations. I feel like it didn't end. There was a cycle that you kept repeating in a relationship, and you kept getting hurt over and over and over again. I don't see this being the current state of affairs. I see this being an energy that you are reliving because of retrograde. Let's talk about, oh wow, your focus is the moon. Your focus is very, very mature, Cancer. Your focus is your fear. When you focus on your fear, you start working with it and not against it, because you're facing your traumas and triggers head on. And when you're focusing on the moon, especially for a Cancer, it can be very wise because you are ruled by the moon. Some of you may just be very heavily doing moon rituals. It is possible. We do have a new moon in Cancer on the 28th of June. I'm recording a day before that. So I feel like that may have, I'm sorry, I got a call. I feel like that new moon, which is coming up still for me, but for you, it may have brought about a lot of those painful situations from the past for you to address and begin afresh from them, like a phoenix rising from the ashes. Let's see, what was in the recent past? Ace of Wands. There may have been a new beginning. There may have been a surge of excitement. There may have been a creative opportunity. There may have been a new relationship opportunity that was full of fire, vitality, passion. But that being in the past and it being replaced with this energy right here, I feel like it may not have stuck. And the Ace of Wands is that kind of energy. It is very in and out. It is like a momentary spark that you need to grab. And if you don't, well, it's gone in the blink of an eye. Let's see, what is your strength, Cancer? Eight of Swords. Your strength is your ability to take yourself out of this mess, because you've been here before. Your strength is your ability to remove the blindfold and move forward with your life, because you have been here before, Cancer. The Eight of Swords is the minor arcana of the devil for me. It is minor devil energy. It is an energy of repeating cycles. It is an energy of not being able to get yourself out of quicksand. But I feel like you've mastered it. You know exactly how to go about it, and you will take yourself out of this successfully through this retrograde so you can elevate. Let's see the immediate future. The Five of Swords. Goodness, Cancer, what is going on? With the Five of Swords, I don't want you to start looking for shortcuts to success. I don't want you to indulge in any activities that will be inauthentic to your spirit. When we are going through healing, when we are going through retrogrades, everything slows down a little bit because we are reviewing, we are revising, right? We are revisiting. So naturally, things aren't as quick as we would like them to be. In order to quicken the pace of this healing, we may indulge in substances. We may indulge in petty conflict, petty arguments. We may hermitize ourselves. We may extract ourselves from situations without addressing them. All of that is Five of Swords energy. Doing whatever you need to make yourself feel better in that moment. You will feel better in that moment, but will you feel better eventually in the future? You won't, because you wouldn't have addressed whatever this is. There's a lesson here for you, Cancer, a lesson that you need to learn. You may feel like you've healed and you've done the trauma work, you've done the trigger work, and you're done. You clearly haven't. I'm not blaming you. This is just a piece of advice. Sometimes we may feel we have completed our healing journey, but we're still very much smack dab in the middle of it. Let's see, how are you showing up to this reading, Cancer? The Nine of Pentacles. You are showing up as someone who is good enough to look after yourself. You are showing up as somebody who deserves rest. You are showing up as somebody who is incredibly independent emotionally, financially, mentally, spiritually. I feel that you need to give yourself a little more credit. You may have been part of a very toxic relationship. You may have been part of a codependent relationship, and you're extracting yourself out of it. The energy of you successfully doing so is there. I feel like you're at the final stretch. There's just a little more work that needs to be done before you can finally be free. External influence that you may or may not be aware of. The Emperor. It is possible that this is an Aries who is around you. It could be a father or a father figure. It is somebody who is controlling, but in the best way possible. I feel like sometimes we can fly off the handle. I'm a Cancer sun, so whatever I'm saying applies to me as well. We can fly off the handle. We can become overly emotional. We can be too sensitive for our own good. I'm not calling anybody out. These are facts. Sometimes when we are overridden with that kind of emotion, it is difficult for us to stand in our power. whoever this person is, even if it is just a part of you peeking out of this reading, it talks about control, it talks about structure, it talks about balance, it talks about in a very healthy way operating from a place of self-worth. Not ego, not pride, self-worth. We as Cancers can wear our hearts on our sleeves. Sometimes we need to bring that heart back into our chest where it belongs. We need to pour that love into ourselves so we can stand in our power. And if this is a father or a father figure for you, I feel like they have advice that you must listen to. That will really help you on your journey. Hopes and fears for Cancer. Whoop. Dropped a card. Queen of Swords. I feel like this is more a hope than a fear. This is a hope that you will be able to create healthy boundaries for yourself. This is a hope that you will be able to stand in your authenticity and not let people take advantage of you or your vulnerability. The Queen of Swords can be seen as somebody who's completely devoid of emotion and only focuses on the facts and logic. I don't think that is possible for a Cancer. But don't allow yourself to become cold, because that is you being inauthentic. As a Cancer, we have soft bellies, underbellies, but we have very sharp pincers. There is a balance. There is a balance of that sharpness and a balance of that softness. There is a reason a white rose is a Cancer's, flower. It's because the white rose, the soft petals of that white rose represent that purity, that innocence, that love, that gentleness. But the thorns represent your pincers. Create that balance between heart and head. That will help you. It will help keep the bad ones at bay and invite in sweet energies that will help you evolve as a better person. Let's see, potential outcome for Cancer. Temperance, exactly what I wanted to see. You see the 2 cups in the middle. It's reminding me of the 2 of cups and the Lovers, the intermingling of energies. I feel like this balance that I have been talking about again and again is what will finally be achieved. This is a Sagittarius card, which is ruled by Jupiter. And again, Jupiter is retrograding as well. Not only will we be able to tap into our more optimistic natures, we will also be able to see a glass as a glass, not half full, not half empty. There is a sense of peace that will ensue within this month for you. And I feel like that's only going to happen because you have completed the work, because you've been able to successfully learn the lessons that you were meant to in the first place. And that is going to prevent you from repeating those mistakes in the future. Let's see, bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands, 4 of Swords, 9 of Wands, King of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, 5 of Cups, 6 of Swords, 10 of Cups. You see, it's a journey. There's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be, it's a roller coaster. And once you start seeing it as a roller coaster and not delving into the downs and not delving into the ups, is when you will achieve that sense of peace and temperance. And with the 10 of Cups being the last card I saw under the deck, there is happiness, there is love that is going to ensue out of this. This is a 1 month reading. This is not the rest of your life. Use the sun in your sign as the biggest healing tool that you will ever be blessed with, Cancer. It's going to do wonders for you. All right, let's get a couple of tea leaves. Dog barking, advice from a friend. Now, again, I place my cards intuitively. This could be an Aries who could be giving you advice, or again, a father or a father figure. I would take it. Moon, changes in your life. You can't make this up. 2 moons showing up. I feel like either this new moon on the 28th of June or the full moon in Capricorn on the 13th of July will be pivotal points for you. I would do your moon rituals if you do them. If you don't, look into it. The moon, being our ruler, can be incredibly benefic. All right, younger woman, dealings or relationship with a younger woman. Take it how it resonates. Last card, haystack, karma. You will reap what you have sown. And I feel like you have done enough. You have done enough to override that karma. You've done enough to truly, truly be rewarded for your efforts. Cancer. Last card. Pale. Time to get out of a situation. Exactly. If you are surrounded by people who don't have your back, that review is begging you to move forward with your life. Walk out. Alright, that was your reading, Cancer. I hope it helped you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.